slap shot to the foot feel like?
It's better than one off the face. He's got a great shot, and it wasn't. He's really, really accurate. So it actually ricocheted off of something, and then I got the brunt of it. But lucky, no worse for wear, and feeling good.
It is amazing how you said how accurate it is. It is amazing how seldom he does hit somebody really on either team.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the other guy, and we scored off it. So he shoots it so well, and he shoots it hard. Probably I think I saw a stat like the most frequent over 90 mile per hour shooter in the league. So anytime he gets it off, it's probably a hard shot.
Was there any initial fear or concern for you when that first hit you?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, my leg went numb. So usually when you hit around your foot area, there's a lot of nerves there. So if it's hard enough, your foot kind of dies, and then you got to wait for the pain to wear off or the feeling to come back, and then you can kind of test out what the damage is. So I was fortunate, just a bruise.
6 games in 9 days here at the end of the season. What's more important? Spending it all and chasing down first place and, playing 18 hard periods of hockey, or making sure you're ready for game 1?
Oh, I think they go hand in hand in a sense. Obviously, there's things will change depending on standings and whatnot, I guess. But I mean, we want to win the division if we can, and I think it's pretty attainable right now. So it's always good to have something to play for down the stretch, because you want to keep that competitive fire, and it's important to go into the playoffs playing your best. And you've seen in the past teams that maybe weren't at the top of the standings go on crazy runs because they were playing playoff hockey for a long time, right? So I think it's important through these last 6 games, even though it's in a short window, that we go out there and we plan to play like we're going to do in the playoffs. And I think you can't just turn the switch on. So it's really, really important to have momentum going into playoffs.
What does that say about the team? I mean, you guys were like around 30th place in November, and now a few weeks up to the season, you guys have a real shot at the division title.
I mean, I think it's a long season. It's a long season, and every team goes through dips, some albeit bigger than others. Our big dip happened to be at the beginning of the year, where everything is magnified and everybody, it's like a shock, obviously, because you go in as confident as you possibly can be with the team we have, and it didn't go well the first little bit, but I think it says a lot about our team facing adversity and being able to put all the outside noise in the back, in the rearview window, and just go out there and play and find our game and battle back and clinch a playoff spot earlier than anybody thought we would, and have a chance at chasing down Vancouver, which I don't think anybody thought was remotely possible when we were I don't know how many games behind. So it's great for us going down the stretch to have, again, something to play for. You're playing for home ice, you're playing for the division, and we play them once. We play Vegas coming up tomorrow, which is a huge test. So lots of important games to play. So
do you think that having to kind of find your game early in the season after that dip has better prepared the team down the stretch, but with these important games?
Sure. I mean, I think any time, like, the whole regular season is kind of an audition for the playoffs, and through that 82 game season, you learn a lot about your team, and the more adversity you face, the more you're comfortable in those positions. And I mean, I would say almost every Stanley Cup winner has faced adversity in the playoffs, and it's important for a team to be able to handle that and be uncomfortable in those situations. And obviously, we were in a very uncomfortable situation earlier in the year.
Zach, you might be the biggest recipient of the 99 assists column. What are you seeing when you get 100?
I mean, I don't think anybody thought about 100 assists going into the year. I don't think it was ever like a statistic that was talked about. But now, with him closing in on it, it's pretty remarkable to see the company that he would be in. Obviously, with 3 of the greatest players to ever play, and the only guy who's done it more than once, 11 times, was Wayne, right? And it's so the fact that that he could potentially be in that company, I mean, speaks to how great he is, really, and I mean, he's knocking off every kind of individual accomplishment you can potentially knock off, and the biggest thing for him is winning. Like, it really is. He's the biggest team first guy. So he might not say it doesn't mean much to him, but I think it would be a huge milestone. And yeah, and I mean, all we got to do is win, right? I think that's the key. But 100 assists is pretty cool.
He joked around about not shooting the puck anymore.
Yeah.
He said he was just going to pass it. But are you seeing him passing the puck a little bit more and giving up some open looks, looking for you guys?
I think he just makes whatever read he thinks has the highest percentage of scoring. Like, he doesn't care if he's scoring or if somebody else is scoring or if he's getting an assist on it or whatever. He just wants to win, right? And I think that's speaks to Connor as a leader, and he's just team first in every aspect, even though everybody else looks at all the individual accomplishments. So he just shuts out all the outside noise and does what he does, and he makes the right decision 99% of the time.